You're at the college not too long ago. Do you have a new location, and you're with someone?
I'm going to walk with you if that's okay. What you are looking at is a resident and a familiar face who is, like so many thousands of people right now, trying to get everything out of their home and trying to clear everything out. This is Academy Award nominated actor and one of my favorites, and just a terrific man all the way around. This is Dennis Quaid.
Hey, how are you?
Dennis, say hi to NBC.
Hello, everybody. Los Angeles.
You got the Quaid smile still working on you.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Well,
right?
Tell me, what is it? First of all, what is exactly going on here? What are you doing?
You know, Tuesday, we woke up to this big plume of smoke, and then that was a real exciting day. As far as here, and Palisades went up, and Wednesday it came within 150 yards of the house, and these guys with their planes came down and put that retardant down there, and those helicopter pilots they're incredible what they do. And I can't say enough about the firefighters and the first responders in this town. We got some good ones, just good people here, and we're fighting as hard as we can to save our city. Gosh, I'd never thought I'd say that, but that's what's going on.
When you were forced to get out, how quick was it for Dennis Quaid?
Well, we were on the very edge of the first evacuation zone, which, that was the Palisades fire. And so we've had it lucky. I have so many friends who've lost. My agent, he lost both of his houses. And another good friend over the Palisades, he just moved into a house and he was renting the other one, and he lost both of them. I mean, what do you do? I mean, just to rebuild, you start to think about how long it takes to put a house together, and then you can't really hold it in your mind. I think that's a thing that kind of keeps us sane a little bit. It's kind of a blessing to not have to think about all of that stuff.
So you took off, right?
Yeah.
Explain to me what's going on, right?
Well, I came back. I was at the house. I got my wife and kids to the hotel and stuff, and I came back just in case, had shut off the gas and all those little things you don't think of, and just thought maybe I can be there and put a hose on a roof if the embers start coming over, at least something like that, or help out the neighbors. And so I was there till dark on Wednesday, and I thought we were through it, because they stopped it right then and there, and the winds died down. But hopefully tomorrow they'll have this thing laid down enough that because if it takes out Mandeville, it could take out Brentwood. It just come roaring down here.
To get your head around that, when you're hearing this in January, a fire that's already taken out the Palisades.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? We've all had a really big lesson.
What is it?
In that our experience of reality can change in a moment. And that's something that we just have to let God handle. I think there's a spiritual awakening on the other side of this, because it's going to make us all a little wiser and more compassionate.
You brought up something about, we've talked a lot of the people in the entertainment business live in this area, agents and directors and actors such as yourself. There will be a moment, Dennis, where Hollywood is going to need to respond, to rebuild this area and to come together. This is going to be, a clarion call for you and for your community, for Hollywood to step up.
Well,
and are you confident that will happen?
For Hollywood and all the businesses, the dry cleaners, the grocery stores, the gardeners that work in this area, all the construction workers, You know, your convenience store, your gas station. It's all of us. We're all Hollywood, if you want to say that, because that's you know, everybody wants to come here, and it's a great community when we come together, and I know we can do it.
Is that your call? Is that Dennis Quaid saying we're doing this together? Is this like, let's get together, everybody?
We're going to do it. What else are we going to do?
We don't have much of a choice, my friend.
Yeah.
We don't have much of a choice. Emotionally, you know, I can see that this is traumatizing for you, the way it is traumatizing.
Hey, it's just
for
things.
Good.
In the end, you know, it's about the people around you. Luckily, the death toll has been low so far, and I hope it stays that way. But it's Danny. Thank you so much.
This is Dennis. So explain to me. So you got a little help here.
Yeah.
So you're moving. I'm confused.
I live up Mandeville here.
Yeah. So what are we doing, Dennis? Are we moving?
This
back
is most
to the car.
This is my daughter's stuff. She didn't have a chance. She went to school. So
How old is she?
She's 17.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell.
Does she have a school to go back to?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, her school is still here, and so is my son's. And we're lucky.
You feel that way?
Yeah.
You got out in time. House is still standing. Right now, you're not going back in. This is not Dennis Quaid saying we're going to try to sneak our way back in. You know.
No, you don't want to get in the way of what they're trying to do up there. We just went up there, and I've never seen so many fire engines all in a row. There was past like 50 at least, and they're just one after the other, and I guess they hit it with water and then come down, and they're all lined up down here now. So
I have to say,
this is where they're making their stand. This is going to be it.
How did Dennis Quaid get through this? Did you have to use the Quaid charm? Was there?
So you referred to me in the third person too. Okay, but
I have to because we're wondering.
So Dennis Quaid in the bottom here, and
Dennis Quaid said, "I'm Dennis Quaid. Let me in." I mean, let's.
Yeah, I had to go up there. I had to get passports and some, medicines and my daughter's passport and stuff. And
okay, so you did use. I want to be fair here. You did use.
Yeah.
Did you use a reason, or did you know?
Well, they've been. Police have been escorting people up here all day, and there's still some people who have not evacuated as well. And so they were kind enough to, I went up in a truck with a firefighter. So.
And I have to say, I watched you before we even came over and said hi. You talking to the firefighters from San Ramon, and you were very grateful. They were very helpful. They've been trying to help all these people that have been lined up here.
These are the guys that are running in when everybody else is running out.
Yeah.
And we're lucky that we have them, and they, on a moment's notice, will do it and put their lives on the line.
Final words, my friend. Do you want to give any comfort to your fellow neighbors here in Mandeville Canyon and the thousands of people that are affected, whether they've lost their homes, forced to evacuate, or fearing that they will lose their homes?
Power of prayer is very powerful, and I would recommend that. And I'm praying for all of you, and if you're all praying for me, then that's a powerful thing. It really is.
We're in this together. Is that the bottom line here, sir?
What's that?
We are in this together. This is
That's
where
right.
the community is coming through.
That's
you may
right,
be
Paul.
Dennis Quaid, and I can talk him to the third person. He's not going to call me Robert Kovacic because we are doing this together, right, Dennis? We are in this together. This
Dennis
is
Quaid
community.
wants to put out the fire. That's right.
Dennis Quaid wants to put out the fire, and I know Dennis Quaid wants to go home.
It's not the day after tomorrow. It's today, okay? That's right.
It is not. I won't ask you what you're wearing, and I won't ask you what your new project is. I won't ask you what the next film is. I promise I will skip all of that. But thank you for finding levity in what has been a very dark
hell
and
of a red
bleak
carpet,
time.
isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, pal.
Dennis, good to see you again.
You too, man.
Thank you. I hope we see you under better circumstances. Let's let him load up. I want to say, as you watch him, guys, and we won't look for your bags, Dennis, though. We're all inclined to see what's in the trunk of your car. Oh, man, it's nice just to smile for a second, isn't it? I want to know that. I want to let you know that the firefighters that were from San Ramon helping Dennis, and I wanted to. All right, what is that? What is so funny? Well, I'm trying to now be serious here. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I want you to know that there were firefighters. They have just arrived from Northern California, from Washington State, Mercer Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Mercer Island. They were here from Kirkland, Washington. They were here from Fair City. There's an accounting I can't pronounce, and our viewers are going to help me out.
That's what these guys do. Just like, they're like smoke jumpers. They get in. I had a fire in my place in Montana, and the next morning there were 400 guys camped out. That had just immediately come.
Isn't that amazing, though, that we do have this mutual aid, and we're here, and I just welcomed them, and I said, what are you doing? They said, we're waiting for our assignment. We're here to help.
Yeah. Well, this is where we come together as people.
Yeah.
Forget politics, forget all that stuff. It's things like this that cause unity.
They're coming to get you?
Yeah.
Do you want to show us?
Once again.
I don't want to know what's in the paper.
Jeans.
So, listen, as we're here on Friday night, and, it's just Dennis Quaid, one of the people who lives in Mandeville Canyon, one of the residents here, and, of course, west side of Los Angeles, Pacific Palisades, Mandeville. As you hear, a lot of people, from the entertainment industry live in this area. As Dennis said, it doesn't matter. We're all Hollywood today. We're all Los Angeles, and we are all one community. And unfortunately, we're not all one big car. So Michael, Kathy, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like I should help. I mean,
you should help,
I offered
Robert.
to take a man's paintings. I guess I could take his jeans. I don't know. I mean, listen.
He said he wasn't going to look.
He not only looked, he opened it up.
Because it's just going to fit.
They're trying. Okay.
We've all been there.
Oh.
Okay, listen. So it's just this is what we're doing here. We're at Mandeville Canyon and Sunset, and listen. And all jokes aside, and it's nice to smile, and it's nice to be able to watch Dennis Quaid try to do something that he's not going to be able to do, which is try to fit 2 hampers of his 17-year-old daughter's clothes into a Mercedes. But Mandeville they've lost power here. Their power line's down. There was an active firefight here.
They turned it off on purpose. They turned off the power.
What did Dennis Quaid say?
Dennis Quaid says they turned the power off on purpose because, they don't want the lines to cause another fire if they fall down.
Thanks for making me look
Okay.
bad. Okay. They turned the power lines off on purpose, sources say, residents say,
Yes.
and I think you want to go.
And if you know where your gas line is, when you get evacuated, that quick release, turn off your gas before you leave.
And before you leave,
Before I leave,
would you like to say anything to our viewers at NBC4 that have been following?
I'm a big fan. I'm there with the Today Show every day.
Okay.
You got great
today in
weather.
LA.
You got
Give
great
us a
weather,
shout
great
out.
news,
Great.
and big fan.
As are we.
Yeah.
As are we. And we are
NBC
concerned.
is the place to be.
And Colleen's laughing, so you got it. All right, Dennis. Thank you, my friend.
God bless you. See you later.
Be safe. And again, it's nice when you're like him and you're like the rest of us, and you haven't slept, and you spend the day biting your fingernails and worrying about your own home and your neighbors' homes and strangers' homes, and you see what you've witnessed here. You come upon people, who just, I think Dennis Quaid may have a positive attitude, and I think that's the attitude that we need moving forward. And moving forward tonight, we have a fire that is making people now even more nervous, as a fire that pushes east, Mandeville Canyon. It was lit up before. The power's off. As you heard from Dennis, they turned the power off. There was a firefight up here, and we did mention, Colleen and Michael, the lineup of trucks that were here. And it was a considerable lineup. These guys were just terrific. They said, we're just in from Washington. They had just arrived from the drive, and they are here now. And I just want to check. Can you see out the back window? Because I don't want to have to work. Oh, my. Well, wait a second.
How about that?
Can I just say, excuse me, we have not met the star of the show. So can you guys stay with me? I'm my photographer, Susan Monroe, dog lover. Okay. Dennis, you didn't mention the star here.
Well, she was indisposed. This is my star. This is Peaches.
Peaches is safe.
Yeah, Peaches is safe, right, Peachy?
Peaches, keep an eye out, please, because I'm not sure he's going to be able to see out the back window. Turn your windshield wipers on because your car is covered with ash. It looks like a snowy day, and this is not Montana.
She reads my butts. I'll see you later.
Bye, Dennis. Thank you. So, there you have it. Celebrities, Colleen and Michael, they're people just like us. And it's fair just to sort of talk about the fact that there have been a number of celebrities that we know that have lost their homes, a number of celebrities who have been evacuated. And it is important to note that there will be a time, and we will see it during the award season, and we will see it in the coming months, and we'll see it in the coming years, that, people that have a platform will be able to use this to be able to call and to remind people that this is going to be a very long procedure for our community to be rebuilt. And we're going to do it and do it together. But as we leave you, those firefighters that I talked about that had just arrived from Washington told me that they were waiting for their marching orders, and they have gotten their marching orders, and they are right now trying to hit this fire before it spreads any farther east. We're live here at Mandeville and Sunset. I'm Robert Kovacik. Let's go back to you.
Robert, thank you for that brief interlude of levity. I think we all needed that.
We did.
We needed it, didn't we, Colleen? Didn't we? We just needed it. And you know what? It's just something that I think, for all of us, just a reason to smile.
I'm looking at the chimney of somebody that I loved, who died there.
Somebody who died in that home?
Yeah, it just makes it it's too awful to talk about. It's just kind of unimaginable, and so I reached out to Chef and just said, Save the Children is getting up and running here in LA to help kids in shelters and to help with social emotional, and to make sure that to work with hand in hand with the Red Cross to make sure that shelters are set up for little babies and moms and kids and fathers, and while we get set up, it's just like you need to do something with your hands, and so I took advantage a little bit of celebrity privilege and called Chef and said, please, can I come with you? I can think of 7 schools that are gone without even turning my head. Just my friends' kids are just, what are they going to, when, and what will it be like? So I just want to, you just want to be part of something that's helping. We've always felt really, really lucky to be here, and we still do, because we're still part of the community. A church is not the building or the steeple or the preschool or the Sunday school, or the church is the people, and the same as the community. We're gonna have to co-create what this is going to be from here, and we are going to have to be God's hands in trying to serve each other and serve our community, and that is just something I love so much about what Chef does. There's so much good to look for and to donate to, and we can feel the love from the rest of the country, and we're grateful. We need that brotherhood and sisterhood.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.